Hello guys, welcome to today's art stream. I am going to paint something that I drew, I think 2 years ago during the last Halloween, and it's basically a story of a little girl who's like a nightmare huntress, and what she does is she goes around, finds these little nightmares, and then she tames them and essentially makes them her pets. But as you can see, not all of them are exactly, um, I guess, the most well behaved. So, it is what it is. But I am hoping that I can do like a very textured effect. Like I'm gonna go for something that's sort of, I guess, like a coffee type of brown, and then also like a lot of purples and sort of pinks. I want to play around with colors that are very different. Hello, Yagimi. How are you today? Hello, Adadira. Nice to see you guys here. So I'm just going to try and pull up my color palette. So I also want to play around with like phthalo blues and everything. Really just want to get down into it, you know? So I will start by sort of setting down a kind of bluish, greenish background. I'm going to do the whole thing that way. So I'll start by doing all of that. It's sort of like a creamy brown, but it's mostly a green. So I'm just going to do it very lightly. Now I can basically go over all of her because she's going to be darker toned than this is, so it's not going to make much of a difference. I was actually wanting to play around with some salt, so I reckon what I'm gonna do is go and grab some salt because I really want this background to have sort of, I guess, that salty effect. Just lay down all of this beautiful wet watercolor, and then I'll go grab some salt in the kitchen. But I reckon I'm gonna have to wet it a lot more. I don't think the salt's really gonna interact with it if it's not wet enough. At least now I have a nice flat tone down, which is really good. Okay, I will be right back. I reminded you about a thing you wanted to try and make to learn 3D stuff. What is that? Do tell. Is that eye patch just to keep one eye in night mode? I guess so. I guess so. She's kind of, been through the battle, so she suffered a little bit as a result, so that is kind of, how it goes when you fight little nightmares. It's not the most simple affair, really. Alright, I mixed up way too much paint. So I gotta dilute it a lot and see if I can tone it down a little bit. We'll see. So if this doesn't work, I can always like try something else. I think I'll start in this nice open and flat section over here. Alright. Now let me grab some salt. There it goes. I may not have made it wet enough, so we'll see if this works. Don't want to make the paper too, obviously too wet, so we'll see how that turns out. If it turns out well, then you know how I want to work with the rest. There's one artist who got you inspired to learn to draw. He was learning to concept characters and made Nightmare Hunter of his own. Oh, you'll have to show me. Can you post it in the Discord? You made like 4 attempts to make that concept into 3D, but you got no idea what you're doing. And sometimes replicating a certain style of something can be really tricky. So, sometimes some pieces are meant for one medium and they're not always like that simple or that easy to replicate. So I don't think it's necessarily something you're doing. Could just be a really tricky concept. I did not want to go that dark. So we'll have to get rid of some of that. Really gotta put my salt into a bucket instead of like holding it straight in my hand, I don't know, I don't really have anything to put it in at the moment, so just gonna have to do what I can do is maybe put some of these pencil shapes in And if I clean this out, put my salt in here. That could work. That's a lot easier. I've got my salt in here at the moment. That is working beautifully. Look at that. You can already see the salt interacting with it. It's perfect. Exactly what I wanted. I'm so happy. Just gotta keep going. Because it is working. And it's working beautifully. Strange reason I'm not getting it beautifully and smooth everywhere. Alright, more salt. I'm gonna have such a salty table soon. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, that is beautiful. I don't know if you guys can tell, but look at this. That is looking amazing. Perfect texture for what I wanted to do. So, real happy. That's splendid. Do I have some banned words? We do have some banned words over here, yes? Hello, Vancouver. How are you? Dover, you're back. How are you today? So I'll just let that salt just beautifully soak up everything. Allow it some time to do its beautiful flacking, you know, play its part. It is looking amazing. I'm so happy. Doing well. Me? How's the yak coming along? I can show you the yak. The yak's finished. The yak is soon going to turn into an oil painting. So, finish the pencil part. Actually, the yak's right beside me. So I can show you the yak while we wait for that one to dry anyways. I'm really so happy with how the yak turned out. There we go. I'll just move this out of the way and then I can show you guys. There we go. That is our beautiful, beautiful yak, guys. So, so cute. Absolutely love him. I love how she's patting him and I'm really, really excited to start the oil painting. So the yak's going to be white and we're going to have like, just a very dreamy, sort of rainbow colored background. Kind of like, I suppose, like an aurora borealis, but like a very foggy one. So, very, very excited to get this started, guys. Can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. Alright, well that is looking perfect. So happy with that. Oh, thank you, Becca. You're good. You took a little nap and woke up just now. Had the weirdest dream. What did you dream? What was your dream, Dover? Do tell. So I have to decide. I feel like I want to give her like a sort of, I guess, a pinkish neutral tone dress. And then I might do the Little Nightmares like bluish kind of creatures along with her hair. Her hair's going to be the same color as they are. So I don't know. I reckon that's a good idea. I'll do that. You love the salt? I do too. Always a student favorite technique. I think, yeah, I think salt with watercolor. It's not actually something that I've used before in my pieces, but you know, I always feel like there's a time and a place to use it. You know, I don't want to overuse it, but I really feel like, yeah, this is one of those pieces that can use it and really bring it to life, give it some, you know, texture. Because I don't really want to do a background in this piece, so I really want to keep it simple and just sort of slightly abstract. So we'll see how it goes. You can't really remember something apocalyptic at first, and then something about traveling with some people you never met. Sounds like a fascinating dream though, Dover. Sounds really cool. Thank you, little bro. How are you? Right, I don't know if it's dry. We'll have a look. It does look mostly dry. I can still see some of like the wet bits, but like it is looking so good. I'm so happy. I think this is my favorite bit though. It looks so moldy. Don't you just love the moldy look? It's perfect. Why is the camera struggling to focus? There we go. So I don't know. I feel like I just want to leave it for just a little bit longer so it can just properly settle in. Maybe just maybe I can start with like her hair or something. I need to figure out what color I'm gonna make her dress. I feel like a sort of a very nice pink can look good. So I'm gonna play with a lot of purples, a lot of phthalo blues. So I reckon I'll start with maybe doing her hair. So let me mix up some decent phthalo blue, and I need a piece of paper to test it on. I always love having a test sheet of paper. As you can see, it's kind of filled up a lot, but you know, it's still got some blank bits that I can, you know, test on, and that's fine. Thank you for the follow, being the bread. Are you being the bread? I want to make this more green. Yeah, that's the perfect color. I like that. That's a great color. That's more like my palette. Alright, time to decide. So I'm gonna go much darker than this eventually. At the moment, I'm just wanting to like, you know, set down the color, know what I'm playing with, and then later I will start to, you know, add some different tones to it. But I really need a smaller brush for this section. I really do. So let me and give this a go. There we go. Salt, nice science in art. I love working with salt, even though I've never really done it much. My first time really incorporating it into like a fully fledged painting, so I don't know if that's still wet or if it's just like the salt, you know, glistening because of its shininess. I don't want to take it off too quickly without it like doing its full thing, so I don't know, I think I'll just keep it for a little longer and see how we go. Oh my goodness, cat videos! Thank you so much for that raid. Really, really appreciate that. Cat, thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you were really enjoying working on that charcoal piece. Like, it was looking amazing earlier. I loved his face. Could we please, Dover, have a shout out for cat videos? That would be amazing. Your hands are so dirty, I bet. Did you ever get your razor mouse clean? Hang on. I think it's, let us do a shout out. I don't think that one worked. Guys, please go check out Cat Video's stream. She also does some really creepy art, so if you like my stream, you're probably gonna love her stream as well. She really does amazing stuff, and today she was working on a charcoal piece, so her previous charcoal piece was even larger and super cool. You need to go wash up, no worries. Well, you enjoy washing up. Thank you again, thank you so much for raiding, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening trying to clean all of that up. That is not an easy feat. But thank you everyone, welcome from Cat Video Stream. I am a pop surrealist artist and illustrator. I normally work in watercolors and also oils. So currently we are working on a painting about a little nightmare huntress, and the idea behind her is that she goes around hunting nightmares and taming them and making them her pets. But as you can see, a couple of them are not really all that tame yet, so she's doing what she can. These two are more tame, so they sort of had more time with her. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to, you know, finish it today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, because I don't think I'll have enough time today. Cat videos, thank you so much. Oh, Dover, thank you for gifting that sub to Cat. Really appreciate that. That's so kind of you. Thank you. So guys, you really gotta check out Kat's stream. She is an amazing artist, and she makes really cool bird sounds. So you have to see that for yourself. If you're not familiar with Kat's stream, you are definitely missing out. So I really want to do a lot of pinks and sort of phthalo blues for this piece. I just really want to work with these sort of colours. So not every piece I start is one that I've got the colours already figured out for. But I was sort of browsing last night and I think I saw some posts of some pieces of furniture or something that were in these colours, and I was like, I love those colours. Those colours just work so well together. I really want to put this into a painting. So I did. Decided, you know, this is going to be the colour palette. Because I really feel like this is going to make it look amazing. Something I really love is when illustration sort of meets the abstract in a very good way. Like, you can still see and understand what something is, but, you know, you're really getting to enjoy a lot of these textural effects of the painting. And that's something that I feel like is really hard to achieve in art, you know. But when you can get it right, it just works so well. Don't want to get it in his eye. Gotta keep his eye nice and, you know, nice, beautiful, bright color. Yeah, I really gotta get rid of the salt at this point. It's starting to interfere with, like, the rest of my piece. And I don't want to get more salty effects everywhere else. It's already salty enough as it is, right? Now, I think that's the other guy's tail that's sort of hanging out from behind. I gotta pull up the reference of this one so I know what I drew before, because it's kind of getting lost. I think this was a piece from 2019. Yeah. Leo buddy, you can't wait to tell me about your time at the arcade. Well, do tell, do tell. How fun is it to feel frustrated to show your own work while no hesitation showing favorite artists? I know. It's kind of like, you know, when you talk about your own work, you kind of feel, I guess, like you're bragging or, you know, you're shy about it. But as soon as you have to talk about someone else's art, you know, you're like raving about it like there's no tomorrow. And I don't know, I think it's just something that we as artists struggle with, you know. I think that's pretty normal though. Alright, I gotta get rid of this salt. Because it's not really coming off. I don't know what's gonna be the best way. I feel like just pushing that off slightly is gonna probably be the way to go. Just gentle brushing. Can you hear Zazu outside? He's not really being that loud today. So for those of you who are new, Zazu is my little Alexandrine parrot. And sometimes he joins us in the studio. Not today though. Today he's just enjoying himself outside, so. But sometimes he loves to hang out with us in the studio, as you guys may have noticed. There's a couple of clips of him being adorable though. Alright, I think I've almost got all the salt off. I think there's still like a little bit here and there, but it's nothing too major. I think we should be good, guys. I think we should be good. I just gotta get all this salt off my table too. It's so crazy how it gets everywhere. Now I'm full of salt. Completely covered in the stuff. Scriber, how are you? Zazu strutting his stuff. Oh, you see him in the reflections behind me. You should see him like... That's little Zazu dancing. It's a 19 plus arcade, but you didn't have anything to drink. That would affect your accuracy on the games. Well, that sounds great. I'm glad it didn't affect you. How have you been, Scriber? How's your day going? Alright. So we still got a couple of these little guys to do. And, you know, I'm also gonna, I really want to tone this down. It's slightly too vibrant. Alright, let's do the little guy in the back. I really love his little expression. He's so cute. I'm kind of confused what's going on here. I think I get it. This is like another one of this guy's limbs, not the one behind him. Tired from weightlifting today, just laying in bed now. You're gonna be sore. I really hope you get a comfy sleep though. You have a new plan. You'll just save up some points the next time and your seal may get into a dumb argument. You'll just take her to the prize booth and shower her with gifts. That sounds adorable. Sounds really, really adorable. It's the perfect use of your tickets. Exactly. What's this music playing? The current song is Won't You Die by Chipsel. And all of this music is from Pretzel Rocks, so usually, like, if you guys want to know what song's playing, just check the chat, because Pretzel Rocks is going to put it in the chat every time we swap to a new song. And the link should be over there, so you guys can check it out if you like it. Yeah, I really love Pretzel Rocks' music. I feel like, I don't know, why is this so unwet? I feel like they just have a really good selection. And just suits my stream really well. Like, I didn't want something that's like overbearingly loud or like, I love loud music, but for my streams I feel like I just don't want anything that's gonna interfere with, you know, the beautiful atmosphere we've got going here. So this guy is kind of in like a phasing stage where he's like activated. So that's why his eye is like completely white. He's gonna look super creepy. I kind of want to make the eye glow. I don't know how yet. Like, I don't really want to mess around with Copics on this guy. Not really. I kind of want to do it all in watercolor, but there's just no way to get that fluoro color without using Copics. So we'll see. Gotta decide on what I want to do. Hell Mockery! Thank you so much for that sub! Why didn't the alert go off? But anyway, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. How are you doing? Been lifting weights for months. You don't get sore that much after you first started. Well, that's usually the way it goes, right? Like, once you've started something, it's not all that bad eventually. But like, at this point, I am so unfit that I can get leg pain from just walking through a shopping mall. I am so not used to exercise right now. It's really bad. I need to get rid of this grain of salt in my artwork. That's why I was wanting to brush it all off, so I don't have to keep dealing with it. And here we are, still dealing with it. So I'm gonna make the inside of his mouth like a purplish pink. But for now, I just want to get the blue bits in first. Imagine how cool that tongue's gonna be once it's all pink and purple. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm also just going to do some light blue near the drools. So obviously they are drooling like crazy. Okay. This guy has like a massive drool coming from his mouth. You're good. You just got home from work. Well, I hope you had a lovely day at work. I'm doing really well, yeah. I took yesterday off because I wasn't feeling great. But today I'm feeling a lot better. And I was planning to do this painting yesterday, but I'm really, really excited that I get to work on it today. And hopefully I don't finish it today because that way I get to work on it tomorrow. But yeah, I hope you had a lovely day at work. I finally got a new space heater for this room as well, so it used to be so cold in here, and luckily now I don't have that problem anymore. We have fixed the cold. I'm no longer stuck freezing. Alright, let us do the drool on this side as well. Is the guy on the top's not exactly drooling. It's only that guy. I'm just gonna add a little extra drools here and there because I feel like it needs some more, you know. It was okay. It was stock day, so just putting stuff on shelves. Well, it sounds like a great way to just be on your own, you know? Be on your own and do your own thing and relax. Not needing to worry too much about anyone or anything. What on earth did I do? So I want to give her face like a ghostly white look. I don't want to give her like a skin tone colour because I want it to look spooky. So I'm just gonna stay with like probably the colour that she's got and try and frame her face with like line work and other things. But I will be shading with like blues to hopefully give her like a creepy look. So let us try a little bit of fun. So where's the light coming from? Let me have a look. So it just looks like the top really, not really any specific direction on the top. Shouldn't be too hard to work with, luckily. One biting her leg is so cute. I love him too. Look at him. He really is so adorable, right? So, so adorable. Yeah. I love him too. Robin, how are you doing? I'm good. You like the background? Well, thank you. Seal fact. Elephant seals are the only seals that make bathroom noises. Really? That's crazy. How would I have known? Thank you for enlightening us in that incredible fact. Is that more drool? No, that's a band-aid. So yeah, she's got a lot of band-aids because obviously she's, you know, seen some things. So, you know, she's not exactly in the best shape anymore. That comes from fighting little nightmares all day. If you were fighting them all day, it looked like her too. So, no judgment. So not everything's going to be blue. There's going to be a ton of other colours worked into this. But at the moment, I just want to set down the base colours really. Because I can always go darker. I just want the colours in place. So I know what's where, you know. Elma, how are you doing today? Well, thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. Enjoy your luck, Lagimi. Enjoy your luck. Alright. So I've got most of her skin done. She's also going to have like a black kind of... So everything I'm doing in blue eventually is probably going to go black or like a really, really dark colour. So just because it's blue now doesn't mean it's going to stay blue. This means it's blue right now. But yeah, let us do her glove. So she's obviously lost one of her gloves, but, you know, she's doing what she can. She's just doing what she can at this point. I feel like... Oh yeah, because like one of her socks is super short. And the other one's not. So she's got kind of lopsided everything. She's not exactly the most organized. Come to think of it, she actually reminds me a lot of the character, Tiny Tina from Borderlands. Even though, like, I think at this point, I don't think I really knew Tiny Tina that well, or knew about her at all. You're about to put a design onto a t-shirt. You have some of that iron-on transfer paper. Thank you for the follow, Ali Dark. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party. Robin, I hope you bought a really good brand of that stuff because I've had sort of like, you know, bad luck with those. I feel like they're not the best. They don't last very long. They're more of like a fun kids project from what I've experienced than like an actual t-shirt. So it really just depends. Like, if they're, I guess if you buy really good brands, you may be off better, but I just haven't had really good luck with those. You know, they're very temporary. Yeah, they really are. The notification animation is beautiful. You love it. Well, thank you, Ellie Dark. Thank you for being here. Seal fact. There's one crybaby seal that does seal talk according to the translation efforts of marine biologists. His diet apparently consists of leg and fish. Whatever is leg and fish. It's cool to have the t-shirt for just 1 or 2 wears before it gets destroyed. Well, aren't you just better off, like, putting one of your works on Redbubble or, like, you know, there's, like, plenty of things, like Vistaprint in Australia does it. Vistaprint's pretty cheap if you just want to order one. And that way you've got it forever, you know. I don't know, I feel like that's a much better idea. Getting to keep it for longer. Okay, I will quickly be right back, guys. So I'll leave you with the drawing. And give me 1 second. I'll be back. My whole chair is full of salt, guys. Everything just went everywhere. I guess I'm gonna get a really salty studio soon. What? That's Egg? He's the one seal that got you obsessed into seals. Well, can you share some pictures of him on Discord? I'd love to see. You do want to experiment with some screen printing in the future. I feel like screen printing is like a next level of like creating your own t-shirts. But yeah, not everyone has the equipment for it, obviously. So you do what you can. Like seriously, how does something like that exist? It's literally a blob of a dog. I know, I know. I saw, did you see my Instagram story that I shared recently, Sendo, of like the super fluffy seal being patted? Oh my goodness, it's so cute. I want a pet seal. See you, Sunny Boy. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. You're going to bed too. Bye. Well, good night, little bro. I hope you have a good rest. Alright, so decision time, guys. Decision time. What color am I gonna make her dress? I feel like it kind of has to be purpley pink. I feel like I don't have many options. Like, not that that's a bad thing. Hang on, what did I just do? I don't know. I feel like making it pink might be a bit much, but then I need to contrast this guy's sort of, you know, pinkish inside of his mouth. So if I have his mouth pink and her dress pink, yeah, I reckon that's probably going to be a good way to go, actually. I think let's do that. Let's just go with a lovely, beautiful, purpley pink. I think I have just the right colour, actually. Yeah, I love that. That is 100% perfect. There we go. A beautiful, beautiful purple dress. And while I'm at it, I'm just gonna slightly do the inside of this guy's mouth as well. What on earth is his tongue doing? I completely forgot. I don't think it's going too curvy. Yeah, I think it's just kind of doing that sort of thing. So I'm probably gonna add the teeth in after the fact as well. You missed it. Missed what? I have to show you immediately. I have to show you what immediately? What did I miss? Your shirt has the similar colors, yeah? My shirt's got more of like reds and blues, not really pinks and greens. I don't know, the colors are just different, like, you know, on camera than it is here, but It's very different from my painting. Colors weren't really inspired by the shirt, but they are similar. Yeah, I guess you can say they're similar, like similar pastel tones and everything. Oh, the seal story I was talking about. Well, I can send it to you, Sendo, or I'll just reshare it to my Instagram story. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, there's a link. So just go follow me on Instagram. And I'd really appreciate if you guys could follow me on YouTube and Twitter as well. I'm currently trying to grow on YouTube particularly. Alright, I'm going to make the top area of her dress a little bit darker. And I also want to try and blend some pinks into it. Well, I'm really, really pleased with the color. I feel like it came out really, really nice. Oh, you left me a sub on YouTube. Thank you, Scriber. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. So yeah, the colors are definitely working out really, really nicely. I'm gonna try and add some more color to this guy's mouth though. It needs to be slightly darker and just like have some more variety, I guess. I feel like his teeth are literally like a nightmare to draw, so Not the easiest thing. You just saw my reply on Discord. Sorry for ghosting. You swear you didn't do it on purpose. That's alright, Sendo. I do the same thing on Discord heaps of times. You know, sometimes like I get to it every day, and then other times I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for it this week. More stuffing can watch when it's daytime for you. More stuffing can watch? What does that mean? We're all little ghosts here, Sendo. Don't worry. We all are. Just each in our own little ghosty way. What on earth did I draw there? I'm really glad I keep like a reference off, you know, off of this piece that I can refer back to, because like, yeah, it can get real tricky to know what you intended originally. So I feel like adding more of those blue bits is probably a good way to go. And then we can go darker, you know, we can start adding in other things like darker areas for the belts, darker areas for all these little nightmares, and hopefully from then on we can get some more contrast going. Because at the moment everything is looking just real pastel, which is fine, but we do want a little bit more contrast going. I feel like that pom-pom needs to be like a bright pink or something. Like a really fluoro pink. So I'm gonna try and mix up some pink in a different area that can hopefully stay bright. That is perfect. I'm absolutely so happy with that. It looks nice and fuzzy. Alright, I will be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. It's so nice and warm and snuggly in here. I'm so glad I got my space heater because like previously it was just freezing and I couldn't, you know, couldn't stay warm no matter how hard I tried. I'm so happy about it. More stuff you can watch. More stuff you can watch when it's daytime for you. Well, yeah, like, you know, if you don't make the streams when they're live, you can always do that. Thank you for the follow, Bleelu. Really, really appreciate that. Whereabouts are you from? Okay, so I reckon we can start trying to work on, you know, different bits and pieces, and hopefully, why is that not soaking up more pink? Now, I guess I should make her bandages pink as well. It's the only color that really makes sense, so I'll stick to pink. Because I want to keep the whole thing sort of like a consistent color, so probably will stick to that. And I gotta go blue for the collar as well. You just came across my channel and the Instagram and you love my art style. Well, thank you, Bleelu. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. What kind of art do you make? You participated in Cody's prompt for the first time and created your first OC. You're so proud of her. You're finally getting away from coloring other artists' work. So is that for the ice prompt, LMR, or what? What's your character? Would you like to share her in Discord? Oh, you already are. Great. You're going to share her in Discord to put a spoiler over it, just in case not to ruin it for those who don't want to see her before the stream. That sounds perfect, Alma. Yeah, definitely. Well, I am definitely very, very happy with where she's heading, but I need to go darker for um the hair. I need to go darker for quite a few areas actually. Um, let's mix up a nice amount of black. Because I'm gonna go through this stuff quite a fair bit. And then I need some blue. That's perfect. Perfect color. Great. Alright. I think I'm gonna lay this stuff down over the hair first. Alright, now I'm just gonna move quickly with like adding those details in as well while it's still wet. There we go. That is getting much, much better. I'm finally starting to get the contrast I need. So that is perfect. We got her uploaded. Awesome. Let me have a look. I cannot wait to see. So for those of you who don't want to see Alamar's work before Cody's stream, this is for Cody's Creep Show and Tell. So Cody basically does sort of like a prompt every 2 weeks, and everybody who wants to join the prompt can create a drawing and enter it into his Creep Show and Tell. But so if you guys don't want to see Alamar's work before, and don't click on the spoiler. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful, Alamar. I love it. That is so gorgeous. I love the flecking of the watercolor in the top right corner, especially. That is so, so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Wow. Really, really love it. So guys, if you would like to share some pieces of your own in the Discord, feel free to do so. I just shared. Why is the Discord not working? Oh, there we go. You can join our Discord through the link below and share some of your own art. Yeah, is this the nightmare piece? Yeah, this is the nightmare piece. Egg dog fact. Someone shaved their Pomeranian to look like Egg Dog. Best decision ever. So Egg Dog is so fine and cute. Do you have a picture of that? Sounds super adorable. Pomeranians have so much fluff. Like, can you imagine it being hot? Being a Pomeranian and just like that extreme heat? No. That feels like suffering. It's crazy. But yeah, Elma, this is exactly, this is our little nightmares piece. So she is a nightmare huntress. And she goes around basically hunting these little guys. And she turns them into tame pets. So she makes them nice and, yeah, turns them into her pets. But as you can see, it's not an easy process. She goes through a lot of biting and other kinds of things. So she's seen her fair share of struggles as well, trying to tame these little guys. You'll share her later. You don't want to spam too much in the Discord. I don't mind. I don't mind. You can spam away. We really don't care. I actually feel like today is a particularly warmer day than usual, but I really do feel like this little heater of mine is helping make the room less horribly cold. I absolutely hate the cold. I wish we could have summer all year round and never have winter. That would be perfect. But life doesn't quite work that way, you know? It doesn't quite work that way. That's what you get when you're growing honey with no leg protection. Exactly, exactly. I mean, these little chompers, you know, can really do a number on you. You're going to make it a regular thing to go to the arcade. Perfect congregation spot for potential seal mates. Well, sounds like a great place to go, Sendo. Sounds like a great place. And I hope you get to give those gifts to a beautiful, plump little seal. You love the little guy biting her leg? Me too, me too. I don't know which one's my favorite. I mean, he's so cute. Look at him. Absolutely adorable. And then we've got like these two up the top, drooling. They're obviously already tame, so. And then we've got this little guy who's sort of like just chilling out, you know, doing his thing. Unfortunately, he's not the tamest of the bunch, so he needs a little bit of work to be more friendly. Okay, so I'm gonna make these guys darker as well. So we'll start with the guys on the right. And I lost the tooth, but we're gonna add all the teeth back eventually, so I don't want to be too much trouble. So they're also going to have beautiful little pink eyes eventually. I think I need to darken this up as well, so it's quite obvious that it comes from the one on the front. So the guy behind him is going to be much more faded. Okay, let us do our best to make him as faded as possible. So again, in the front he can be a little less faded. Right, well they are definitely looking a lot darker now and much more obvious to see. You're gonna make it a regular thing to go to the arcade. The one on the left reminds you of Leviathans from the TV show Supernatural. Scary monsters. I can't say that I've seen that. Can't say that I have. So I don't know. So what is that show about? Reminds you of the choppers from the Super Meat Boy. Is that another? Are these like animated series or what are they? Because they're not ringing any bells at all. This one is also still in phasing mode, which is why he's like yeah. His eyes are like all white, he's still aggressive, and once they go nice, their eyes go from like being dark to just like being nice and normal. So that's how you can tell if the little nightmares are aggressive or not. Super Meat Boy is one of the greatest games of all time. Also a very difficult, frustrating game. Well, let me Google that. Let me Google what Super Meat Boy is. I've seen this thing. So how exactly does he look like that? Can't say that I've, seen much about the game though, but I definitely have seen it. Okay, so what color? Hang on, I need to make that a little bit, skin a little bit more blue there. Because she's kind of like creepy and ghostly, you know. So I want to make her look as creepy and ghostly as possible. Comes from living the life of chasing little nightmares down all the time, you know? Live that kind of life, well, gonna start looking the part eventually. Well, I feel like we need some green. Oops, I was doing green. For her bag. So I just want to try and mix more colors into this piece. I feel like it's just needing a little something. Han, how are you? The Cotton Alley is the best zone, very soft and cuddly, but extremely challenging. Okay, so this kind of reminds you of that. He looks adorable, doesn't he? He does, he does. Is he evil? Unofficial Seal Buddy number 2, welcome. We're all Seal Buddies here. Well, I've only got this guy to go, and we've darkened up all of them. So let us get him done. So how's your week been going, Khan? How are you? There we go. All of them got darker. No, Dr. Fetus is the evil one. Nobody likes Dr. Fetus. Okay. You're freaking fantastic. You met someone you connect with, and your head is in the clouds, so to speak. Last night or this morning, you spoke on the phone for roughly 12 hours and fell asleep on the phone together. That's awesome, Calm. Is this not the same girl, though, that you were talking about a couple of weeks ago? Is this a different person? This is the greatest nightmare, literally nightmare art of all time. Look at the masterpiece. Anyway, hello. My name is actually Pie. Hello, and thank you very, very much. I'm glad you like it. Doesn't that make an excuse why he's evil? Oh, thank you for following. It's just Pooch. Really, really appreciate that. Please feel free to join our vampire tea party and tell us something weird about yourself. Well, if someone is a jerk to begin with, how will anyone like them? Well, that's true, right? That is true. But sometimes you like the jerky characters. Like, who doesn't love Patrick Jane in The Mentalist, right? He's like so lovable. I love him. That's a big brain commentary, actually. We've got to give more love to the people who deserve it the least. I don't know. I think you need to, like, you know, like, I'm not saying love is something that needs to be earned, but I don't know. I feel like you gotta be someone worth loving. That's all I think. Don't feel like you should just shed out love, you know, like a charity. No, things didn't really work out with the last one. You think you were going about dating all wrong. Best to start out as friends and enjoy the process. Oh, totally. Gotta be friends first. A jerk with a redemption story arc. Yeah, everyone loves that kind of person. Exactly. That is true, Dover. That is true. And like, there's a couple of characters that sort of fit that sort of mold. It's like Reddington from Blacklist is another one. Totally love him. Who doesn't love Loki, right? Everybody loves Loki. Everybody loves Scarlet Witch. Although she's not exactly a jerk. She's just kind of messed up. Loki's a jerk though. Everybody loves Loki. So, yeah. Well, at least your family loves you no matter how jerky you are. Exactly. Your family's like, they just gotta be there for you, right? They just don't have a choice. You don't think Dr. Fetus has a family though? Well, true. Thank you for the follow. My name is actually PLH. Is there something shorter I can call you? Gotta stay in the family. Exactly. Well, you're very welcome to our little necromancer cult. Happy to join our little vampire tea party and stick around. And if you'd like to join the Discord as well, there's a link. Feel free to share your art as much as you want to over there. It's totally up to you. But yeah, I need to keep doing something with her. She's not totally done yet. I'm very happy with a lot of the elements, but some of them just, you know, some of them lack something. So I am going to start adding more texture to her hair as well. Just a couple of areas here and there. This is the part where it gets fun, you know, where I can start adding details in and do whatever I want to do. Because the whole thing is pretty much done. what's one of you guys' like, have you guys ever had a nightmare that you actually enjoyed? Like it started out being bad, but then became really nice. I have. I have those dreams that I can sort of control, and it's really nice because sometimes those can end up actually being the best dreams. They start out bad and then they go all happy. Alright, I gotta do her eyebrows as well. Vampire tea party. Sounds like a cool party. We drink blood tea though, so I hope that's your thing. So he just wanted a family, right? And no one taught him how to make one. Well, you know, believe if you're a good soul, you'll, you know, go about that in the right way. They say it's all about putting yourself out there. When you met her, you were on the verge of calling it quits. Aww, well I'm glad you pushed through. You're on the precipice as well, though you're waiting for some other in real life stuff to fall in place before you begin exploring. Well, you know, there's always a time and place, I feel like. Sometimes we're ready, sometimes we're not, you know. You had a nightmare started as a relaxing dream and turned into some horror show when you realized you were dreaming, and ended like some comedy show when you got the idea that you had some control over it. That's awesome, Yagimi. That's really awesome. I make you want to continue your work, Nicomeister. Thank you. Well, I'm really, really glad I am. I'm glad I'm inspiring you guys to be creative, you know. We need more art in the world, and each of you have your own voice, and if you don't, you know, if you're going to give up and be like, well, there's so many better people than me out there, the world's never going to hear your voice or your version of art, you know. It's something only you can offer. Happened to you a couple of times, it's hilarious. It really is when that happens, isn't it? It's kind of cool. I really like it. Should you get pizza tomorrow? Pizza sounds great. I'm just gonna turn down the heater a little bit, because it's getting real warm in here. I feel like it's nice and toasty enough, you know, we don't need it to be boiling temperatures. Still want to be able to move and make some art. So, yeah. Neckermeister sounds like a really good ale. That should be my brand in the future if I have additional business ventures planned. Well, as long as I can make the packaging, I will be happy. I actually used to make packaging for beers and alcohol at one of my old jobs, and it was actually a really fun project, but I didn't get to have, like, you know, complete free reign and do whatever I wanted to do. So, you know, wasn't that fun, but it was still cool. Still a pretty cool job. Okay. I need to do the eyes on the guys on the right. The other guys are not going to have any colors on their eyes. If anything, they're going to be glowing. We got the strand of hair on this side of her face. I need to get that eye patch of hers looking a little darker as well. So I'll have a look. Alright, I'll quickly be right back, guys. Give me 5 minutes. Wow, she's definitely come a long way. Every time I step away and I get to see her again, I'm really, really happy. I do feel like I want to add some more blendy effects down the bottom, but I'm really, really worried to break like the clean look. I don't really want to mess with it too much. It looks amazing. Thank you, Dover. Thank you. So I don't know. Let me have a look if I'm keen to do that. I do feel like it's a little empty and I need something, so I think I'm gonna go for it. Okay, risky business, but let's do it. Let us go for it. So it's just gonna be very, very light. And I'm gonna need more salt as well. So let me pour some salt in there first. Oh dear, that's spilled all over the place. I forgot that that thing has holes in the sides. Not the most helpful, but you know, what can we do? What can we do? Alright, I feel like I just want to do splotches in like the foreground, really. I think that's, yeah. That's probably what it needs, I reckon. So, might start on this side over here. Look at that eye patch, awesome work. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm really loving, I guess these characters are ones that I was really happy with originally anyways, so it was always gonna turn out into a good painting. Yeah, I'm really glad I risked that. It's definitely added just another dimension to the piece and really just helped lift it, I guess. I want to see what a light blue will do as well, like a phthalo blue. Probably not wet enough for that. I don't reckon it's gonna blend very well. Okay, so while we wait for that, I can actually start adding some pencil lines, I guess. Oh, one thing I want to test is my Copics. I'm gonna see if the Copics can do like a little highlight here and there, maybe. But I'm gonna test that on a separate piece of paper first. And see if I like that. Because I don't really want to work with too much fluoro colors. And I feel like that's going to stand out too much and really ruin my eye. So, I think let's steer clear of that. Because I like it the way that it is right now. Okay, so now we gotta just wait for all the salt to dry. And hopefully look really stunning while it's doing so. Spill at least not over the paper. Exactly. Well, it doesn't really matter because I do want the salt on the paper. So it'd be okay if it did. Hello, Vibrate. How are you? You just got a package. It feels like Christmas. What did you get? Do tell. I really wish I had a hairdryer in here, because it would go so much quicker to help me finish a piece if I did. That test paper looks like another art piece. It really does, doesn't it? It's really gorgeous. Like, I've done both sides. Each has their own sort of personality. I always love keeping these. And I feel like they match my pieces really well. Like, you know, sort of add to the piece like a secondary piece of art. I feel like I messed up my table somehow, and I don't know how I did that. Or is that just paint? No, I think that's just paint. It doesn't feel like scratches to me. Who knows? This poor table is going through a lot. You got Hotline Miami 1 and 2 from Special Reverse Games. What is Hotline Miami? I guess that's a game. Okay, I think I'm going to quickly make a break and go and try and blow dry some of these areas. So I'll put you guys on a be right back screen and just go quickly blow dry everything, and then hopefully we can continue on. So give me 1 second, guys. Thank you so much for waiting, guys. Let me just check if the mic's still working. Yep, that's all good. We're all good. Where'd the music go? Oh, there we go. So I just blow dried pretty much all of these wet sections, so we're back to removing the salt again, guys. Master Geek, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, little queen lady, thank you so much for the resub 3 months in a row. I really appreciate that, thank you. How are you today? Hello Miami is an ultraviolet top-down shooter where you clear out rooms to an 80s soundtrack. Sounds cool, sounds cool. You love chatting with us all and lurking. Well, are you working on some art today? How many of you guys today are working on some art alongside the stream? I'm curious. Man, it's so hard to get this removed. It's really stuck. I feel like I need a toothbrush or something, not something so soft. Man, it's really done. Beautiful blacking. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Man, look at that, guys. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I'm so glad I pushed through and, did some more. I was so worried because the background was already looking so gorgeous. And I didn't want to, ruin it. But I feel like this has definitely added so much to the piece. Okay. I gotta remove all this salt off myself. Salt everywhere. I'm gonna definitely have to sweep the whole studio soon. Salt in my chair as well. You're right, you're dealing with some heavy stuff this week, but you're okay. Oh no, little queen lady, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, if you want to DM me or something later, feel free to. I'm happy to be a listening ear, but, I hope whatever it is, that it gets better. It's just, 1 year this Sunday since your dad passed away. Oh my goodness. That's just, yeah. One of those things that is something that shouldn't even happen in this life. One of those inconceivable things. Well, if you'd like to, if it makes you feel better and you'd like to draw alongside us, or if you just like to watch, that's okay. Whatever makes you feel good. I hope you have some family to be around with during this time as well. It's really important. Well, guys, we have definitely added some more depth to the background. I'm really happy that it's not, as plain and ordinary and everything. I do want to risk playing around with some blue splotches here and there though. So are we gonna take a second risk in some of these more empty areas and see how we go? Are we gonna give that a shot? I don't know why, it's just not really picking up on the brush right now. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. Where else do I want to mess around with that? I really love what I did with the section on the right. I love that sort of crazy fleck that came out all on its own. I don't really want to mess too much with that. Agreed, you know, he's at peace and no longer in so much pain, but regardless, you'll always wish he could be here the way he wanted. Well, exactly. You know, just because, you're happy that the person isn't in pain doesn't mean that you'll stop missing them, but I just hope you're surrounded by family and loved ones and you're having a really good day despite the circumstances. I really do. So I need to repeat that blue somewhere else, and I'm not quite sure where that's gonna be. But you know, maybe like a fleck here. I think that's probably a good spot. I'm gonna go with a smaller brush. Oh dear, that was not that was not a clean brush. That's alright. I feel like I need to wet it with something else first because it's not really taking to it. There we go. And hopefully now I can go in with the stuff. think this will probably be the final salt bits that we do for the day. Because I have a feeling that that will be the kind of background that I'm looking for once it's done. And then we can just start, you know, adding beautiful little details to the girl and refining, you know, finding certain areas. My table is getting so wet underneath, guys. So wet. I probably should put the water over there so I don't accidentally flip it all over my artwork. But yeah, I'm really happy with the extra dimension that's added to the background. I really felt like it needed something. And I think that that's beautiful. You know, I love all the beautiful little ways that the paint is interacting with everything, so absolutely gorgeous. So now we just gotta play the patience game. You find my stream. Hang on, I missed something. My chat, sorry guys, my chat is lagging up and I can't read it. It won't let me scroll, like it's completely stuck. There we go. You love the heart eye patch, so adorable. Thank you, little queen lady. I'm glad you like it. I really love it too. I really feel like it adds a nice dimension to everything. You had a dream about drawing something and you think you thought it was real, so you didn't even think about it till now. Oh no, do you remember what it was? I'm an ornithologist, wow. Only when it comes to parrots, Vibrat. I used to study parrots a lot. Like, I delved heavily into, like, every aspect of them. You find my stream very calming and comforting, so thank you. Oh, I'm glad that I can do something to help make your day a little bit, you know, a little bit more happy and put a smile on your face in some way. That really makes me feel good. Makes my stream feel worthwhile. What was the art? Your dreams are vivid mostly, so you tend to confuse them with reality as well. Yeah, that does happen, doesn't it? You're looking forward to the day your animation is complete. That will be the day you have a huge smirk on your face. That would be awesome. Then you gotta show us, Sendo. As the dopamine chemicals take hold. Exactly, art can do that. Like, I feel like art can make you feel a lot more than exercise can. So, yeah. Honestly, you don't remember at all because you thought it was real. You just remember making something. Yes, vivid dreaming can be so cool. You used to dream more vividly, but it's calmed down lately. Isn't that funny? Our brains trick themselves. Well, I feel like it's got a lot to do with like how tired you are when you go to sleep, how little sleep you get when you wake up, or like the kind of way that you wake up can all affect things like dreaming more vividly. I feel like that's all determined by, yeah, like how much you sleep and things like that. But yeah, definitely our brains can trick themselves into a lot of things. You saw a new bird on the internet that you have never seen before, Sagittarius serpentius. I'm an ornithologist, you didn't know now. Now you will ask about new birds if you found any. Well, I won't be able to help you out with like non-parrot species, Vibrat. I'll only be able to help you out with parrots because those are the only ones that I really, you know, delved into. You thought you followed me already on Instagram, but apparently you didn't. That alien art, so adorable, you love it. Oh, Queen Lady, thank you so much. That was one of my favorite pieces. Are you talking about, this one, the Welcome to Earth painting? It is definitely Definitely one of my favorite pieces. Absolutely love it. But yeah. This one took just a couple of hours, you know. That one looks like it's closer to the dinosaur it evolved from. Oh dear. You've been working on it day after day, watching the Necromeister streams. Well, I am glad that I am making you more productive, and I'm now going to keep you accountable by every day you're on my stream. I'm going to ask you, are you working on it? Are you working on it? Because we want to see it finished. You're gonna get some going for tonight. You need some sleep. No worries, Scriber. Thank you so much for stopping by and being here. It was really, really awesome. You love aliens. Yeah, so adorable. That one is just, yeah, one of my favorite little aliens, so I really enjoyed working on that one. Well, guys, it is definitely starting to take shape and look beautiful. I am really happy that I risked it, you know? Really, really so happy. I think I'm gonna start adding pencil details to like her face and other parts here and there. So it might help to actually bring up the pencil drawing that I did. Hello Absinthe, how are you doing today? Have I played Bioshock? No, I haven't. But I think I'll really like it. You're not sure what games I've played, but if I haven't, you feel like you would be up my, it would be up my alley. I think so too. I've seen a little bit about it, and I really do think I'm gonna love it. I need to put that one on my wish list, don't I? Bioshock is a good series. You haven't played it yourself, but definitely on your list. You gotta get Steam, Dover, so we can all play with you. Actually, I gotta get round to organizing a gaming night for all of us. You know, I really do. I sort of, you know, was just getting around to it, and then I had a lot of stuff come up, and I just got real busy. So I couldn't really plan a gaming night for us all, you know. They're so fluffy. Absolutely adorably fluffy. Alright, so he's gonna have like little fluff bits coming off those. And the same here. You're okay. Up too early, but at least you can catch a bit of my stream. Well, I'm glad you're here, Absinthe. What woke you so early? Planned it for the holiday season, but maybe you'll get a new PC sooner than you think. Be awesome, Dover. Awesome, I cannot wait. You will probably have to join game night down the road. You're building a new PC and you're hesitant to download a big game like Fallout 76 until you have your speedy PC. That makes sense. Just make sure you buy it now while it's on sale, because it's like on a massive sale right now. I don't want you to buy it full price. PC parts are so hard to get right now, it's crazy. You think the market should get better soon. Hopefully it does. I feel like they have a shortage of a lot of things because of like, you know, well, particularly COVID, and also because of, well, mining and stuff. People want them for that reason, you know? And then us gamers can't have what we need. It's so tragic. Speds, thank you so much for the follow. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party. We're all mad here, so please tell us something weird about yourself. Whatever you feel like. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to use some gouache highlights to lighten up parts of his face. He's definitely a little on the darker side with that iris. All you need is a graphics card, yet it's the one thing that just that's just bananas right now. Yeah, I know. Could you maybe just get like not the top, like not a really high-end model, like just a couple models down? Because like my Fallout 76 works fine on not necessarily the top model. You'll stick to console gaming forever. You just don't have the urge to invest in a computer. You'd rather focus more on spending on your art. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, I personally am a PC gamer and always will be, and just feel like, you know, consoles can't compete, but you know, I am a total supporter for spending on art rather than games, so you're mostly a console gamer too. You have a digital edition Xbox and will hang onto it for many years, but you need a new PC for games and other stuff too. Well, exactly. I mean, you know, computers are definitely worth a lot, and it's great, you know, it's great being able to play with friends on PC as well. If you guys can make a movie of your life, what would you say? Who would you get to act it out for you? Like, who would you choose to play you or play in your movie? And who would you choose to direct it? feel like I'm losing a lot of salt here. It's definitely better to play games on if you don't play much or don't want to invest in a PC. Best thing about consoles is that the games all look the same on each console. You would play you. You were going to stay the same, never acted a day in your life, but you would get Boris Karloff to play as you. Well, I reckon, since everybody says that I have such a resemblance to, what's her name? Lily Collins, I'll probably get her to play me. Like, if I'm not going to be acting it myself, which I really don't want to. I reckon that would be... she would do a good job to play me. Yeah, Lily Collins, we both have the brows. I love her. She plays in such great movies, and I just love her as a personality as well. You had to drop in to check out the little Huntress before heading to bed. She's adorable. You love it. Well, thank you, Porthos. And again, thank you so much for your raid the other day. I really, really appreciated that. Can we please have a shout out for Porthos? Just an amazing artist. Had to drop in to check out. PC is better than console, but you don't need the jealousy to... hang on. Guys, please check out Porthos. Dover just did a beautiful shout out for us. PC is better than console, but you don't need jealousy to wrap you up in chains. You have a lot to be grateful for. Exactly! Sometimes being grateful is when we're most content, right? Totally fair. You play lots of video games because you like a form of art to you and love the way you can play through stories. Then again, you do want to make your own video games one day, so it all lines up. That would be awesome, little Queen Lady. What kind of game would you make? Spence1, thank you for the follow. Your favorite movie she's done is Love Rosie, Hit You in the Feels, one of your fave movies. I haven't seen that one. I really liked the Snow White one she played in, and there's another one. I forgot the name of it. Mortal Instruments, I think? I don't know. But yeah, amazing, amazing actress. You think you have what it takes. Well, I feel like with practice, you guys all have what it takes, you know? It just takes practice, really. Gotta be dedicated, you gotta be consistent, you know. And hey, don't ever let anyone tell you you don't have what it takes, because if you truly work hard and believe that you do have what it takes, then you do. Well, these guys are getting so fluffy. So absolutely fluffy. And they're definitely looking like little nightmares now. I mean, check them out, guys. Check them out. If the camera would actually stop blurring. They're so cute. I love them. Absolutely love them. But Neka, is there any point where you can be literally a god at doing things just for one day? Well, I feel like what you see as being a god is never going to be something you feel, because when you're at that level of performing that well, your sights are going to be set on like a higher goal. So you're never going to feel that satisfaction as an artist. It's like this never ending carrot that you'll never get to bite on. You know, I don't believe that we'll ever feel satisfied with our art. I feel like that's something that other people get to enjoy from our work, but I don't think it's something we'll ever get to experience for ourselves with our work, because, you know, we're always setting the bar higher and higher and higher to keep trying to achieve more. So, yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like that's something we'll experience. But maybe some people do. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so we need to keep going. We need to, I don't know how dry this is. It still looks fairly wet. And it's kind of making my life real tricky, because, you know, I'm trying to work on the top areas and I can't really with all of the salt in the way. Don't want to smudge it. So I'm just gonna have to do my best. Same, they're adorable, scary and cute at the same time. Well, that is exactly what I was looking for. That texture is incredible. Thank you, Sando. Multiplayer is okay, you guess, and co-op is really good when you get to hang out with the right people, but story-driven single-player campaigns, you love it. The immersion is like no other feeling. I guess it depends, like some people get really immersed in single-player games. I personally don't. like, I can admire a game for its artwork, but I don't really get really immersed in the game. You have many ideas, many Pinterest boards and music playlists. You think the biggest one you thought of, which would be very down the line, would be one about kind of the afterlife and different planets you go to and adventures to go on depending on how you lived your life. Like a planet that is full of fearful things and what most humans think are scary or bad, but as you go on, you realize it's just your perception of things, and these things and these beings aren't evil or whatever, basically a huge journey. That sounds very intricate. I love that concept, Little Queen Lady. I think you should start working on it. No, I think that made sense. Yeah, I think it did. The Chara looks wicked, Neckar. What do you mean the Chara? But thank you, I'm glad you like it. It is super cool. She's awesome. Do I sell my paintings? I sell prints of my paintings on my Etsy store, so if you'd like to visit my Etsy store, you're welcome to check it out in the link. You're the same way. You like multiplayer, sometimes you have people to play with. Co-op is great if you've got a good group. And single player campaigns and stories just honestly get you the most excited as well. Nothing will compete with playing a single player campaign with a great environment and story for the first time. Exactly. Well, I feel like they definitely invest a lot in like a strong story structure in single player games, which is really cool. You'll love that too. Always wanted to express your dream about words, or worlds that are touched by our minds and stories we read and make. Do you have an Etsy store as well, Porthos? You know, right? The recent one you've been playing is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. You're a fan of the franchise and the visuals of ancient Greece, also Egypt in AC Origins. A lot of people have a strong fascination with Greece, and also Egypt. I've always wondered like why those countries in particular, or like cultures in particular, attract people the way they do. Like, I'm not personally very strongly drawn to them, not against them in any way, but yeah, it's just like I'm always curious what is the thing that fascinates people so much about them? Because it's fairly common. No Etsy, but do you have a store though? Ancient Greece was the center of the world at the time, a hotspot of culture and origin of many other elements we see in today's world. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Thank you, it's definitely a huge project, but you're determined and you can't imagine doing anything else. You hope to make it very customizable to the player, otherwise what's the point? Could you like collaborate with other people, like to help you with the coding part, or, you know, yeah, just have other people join you on this project? Maybe then it doesn't seem so hard. I don't know, like, is it possible to design a game all on your own, and like, you know, is that a realistic thing to be able to achieve, or? What would you guys say is your least favorite place in the world? Like, where would you least want to go to? Like the philosophies of Socrates, medicine by Hippocrates, and also the concept of democracy. Definitely a lot of philosophies come from that, yeah. You'll be making one game at least on your own, but from the scale of what you want this game to be, you want to have your company successful and comfortable to be able to do it the way you want. Yeah, that's why I was thinking like try and find like close-knit freelance developers that are willing to work with you on it maybe. You also like co-op in games like PUBG, but you have to play it alone. Um, Hang on. I hate when the chat moves up as I'm reading, and as the few friends you have are on PC and playing with randoms is terrible. Yeah, well that makes sense. Thank you for following, Speedies. Really, really appreciate that. If you'd like to introduce yourself, please feel free to do so. If you'd like to join our Discord as well, I just dropped a link to our Discord, so feel free, feel free. Well, guys, we are making really good progress. I won't have time to finish the whole thing today. I can just tell. But that's okay, because I have time to finish it up tomorrow. You think your worst nightmare would be working for someone else's dream, especially in a creative profession? Well, yeah, I mean, it depends how you feel about it. Like sometimes you can get really like inspired and excited about someone else's project and like just be so passionate to bring it to life, that you won't mind. But if the way they go about it is to give you no credit in the process, um, then definitely I think you can feel that way. You're going clothes shopping tomorrow and your worst nightmare, but you need a steal washed out look. Well, I think that's a good look to steal. I really do. You believe you can do it. The look at what a small company like CD Projekt Red did with The Witcher and grew into a big one today. Exactly, exactly. Least favorite? Great question. In GeoGuessr, you came across a place in Peru that was only mountains of dirt. Honestly, it looked like Mars. Usually in that game, you're often like, ooh, I want to go there. But that was just horrible. Yeah, I think a lot of places that look cool to go to in games just aren't in real life, you know. I don't feel like they are. I don't think when I created this piece that I envisioned it to be looking this way when it's done. Like, um, I really had just completely different ideas of it at the time. I never really imagined what it would be like when it's done, and I think it's really exceeded my expectations. Like, I'm really happy with it. Uh, Definitely Neckar. Oh, good night, Porthos. Good night. I hope you have a good rest. Love my Etsy page. Well, thank you. Thank you. Definitely Neckar. It will probably be more of a possibility in a year or so. You still need to go to uni or college so you can have more skill to work off. Mental health illnesses and your triple losses. Dad, kitty, cat, and your grandpa this past year threw you off track though, slowly but surely getting to the point where you can start school. Well, I feel like, life is always there for you. It matters most how you go through it, so I feel like you're doing the right thing, taking everything as it goes, one step at a time, and yeah, you will get there. You think that is exactly the mindset you need for such a project. You wish the absolute best for that and hope you'll achieve your goals. Exactly, little Queen Lady. We are all behind you on this and we want to see you progress. In a couple of years, you're going to come back to us and we're all going to buy your game and download it and play it with you. Your least favorite place would be one which has way too many people around, like crowds. You'd rather explore nature. I'm the same, Dover. I'm the same. It doesn't really... Like, I don't know if there's a place that I wouldn't want to go to. Like maybe Antarctica. I don't think I would go there because there's nothing really there for me. It's so cold and it's not really safe. Like, it's quite dangerous as well. So why would I go to a place that has everything I hate? And yeah, I think I wouldn't go to somewhere like Antarctica. Too cold for me. Much too cold. All these insects want to be part of the painting. They can't, you can't. We're all too sweet. No, you're too sweet, Queen Lady. You are. Have you started like compiling some mock-ups together of some of your characters? We'd love to see them if you have. Listen the ocean. Nope. Not doing that. It means a lot to hear, honestly. You've heard a lot of people just say, well, that's too hard, or you can't do it, made you scared to talk about it. I'm so right. Well, exactly. Never let other people tell you your dream can't be a reality. Start small, take baby steps, go from there. That's how all the biggest things happen, And Dover's right, other people have done it before. 5% explored. Nope. Ocean is the no for you. You're guessing you're not a fan of Subnautica then? You like the game, but it scares you too. Like, are you guys afraid of drowning? Absinthe, thank you so much for gifting that sub to you, Gimme. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. You've approached impossible projects before and still finished. Things are possible. You just have to be a masochist when it comes to doing it. Well, exactly. I mean, Everything about life is how much do you want it, you know, how badly do you want it? Just keep going. You're afraid of what's in the ocean. Do you not like deep sea creatures then? Like, do they scare you? I feel like this is dry. I think it's dry. It all feels dry. I think I'm gonna take it off. Take off all of this salt. Let us go. I don't know, some of them are so hard to get off. I feel like I need a better brush. One that's like more stubbly. But I don't really have those. Maybe that one will work. But yeah, I think this one's a little more dense. Some of it's really not getting off. It's really stuck to the paper. I feel like my finger is probably a better option to get it off. I have so much salt on here. It's ridiculous. The most rewarding part is, you know, when you get to actually look at things and they, like, when you see the final project, and it's just so rewarding. Salt is amazing. Trying to get it all off. It's really, some pieces have really stuck to the paper. There we go. I think we're there, guys. I think we've almost got all the salt off. I'll show you guys in a sec what it looks like. Alright, time to clean up first, because I have so much salt everywhere now. It's crazy. All over myself too. So much salt. There we go. Alright, time for the reveal, guys. Time for the cool reveal. Way too much sodium on paper, exactly. Well, there we go. What do you guys think? Did the salt do a good job? I think it did. I'm really, really happy with it. I love the murky, messy colors. I think they came out really, really nice. So happy. Princess is Bella, thank you so much for that follow. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party. Introduce yourself if you like. Tell us something weird. Doba, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Do seals scare you? They both scare you and fascinate you. Well, they're kind of cute, aren't they? They are cute. They're ocean doggos, exactly. Elephant seals now, those freaks are terrifying. Well, they're pretty big. Like, you can just imagine them squashing you accidentally, trying to hug you, right? Toilet noises? Do they make toilet noises? You literally look up deep sea creatures and theories because you love them and think they are amazing and good for them if they exist, but keep them away from you. Be gone, Salt. Yeah, I know, right? I know. It's not the kind of creatures that you really want to encounter in real life. We know more about the moon than all the oceans on Earth. I know, isn't that crazy? So beautiful. Thank you, little queen lady. Thank you. About the places least wanted to visit, you'd say deserts. The deserts? It scares you to stay in a place where every day is hell and so many deadly things around. I know that's just like, yeah, I think deserts and Antarctica, like Antarctica can be just like, snow can be just as devastating, and I don't want to get hypothermia. Lady, thank you so much for the follow. Please introduce yourself. Feel free to join our vampire tea party. You love all creatures except bugs and spiders. Sorry, not for you. So yes, deep sea creatures, do your thing. Well, as long as they stay away from you, it's good that you respect them. Snow, desert, ocean, no thank you. Well, I feel like, you know, the cold can be super devastating. Just because of like, well, hypothermia is crazy, you know. Seals are bloodsuckers just like vampires. Yeah, they really, really are. They really are. Well, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like we've made some good progress today. I'm gonna just do a little bit more on her dress, and then probably, you know, we'll wrap it up for the day soon. Not just yet, but soon. You got a few fears. You also don't like clowns. Oh my goodness, what's with clowns? Like, I never get why people are afraid of clowns. You're exposing yourself. You're also afraid of butterflies for no reason. You guess they're a bug, but still. Yeah, butterflies are harmless. I've never had someone being afraid of butterflies before. It flies towards you and you can't see it right away, you're scared. Oh no, they're some of the cutest things. You'd say with the right gear, you can let you handle cold down to -40 Celsius, but the heat in a day than cold in a night in deserts is more devastating in your opinion. I know, but at least you can't lose limbs, yeah, gimme. You know, you can't lose a hand or fingers or... I don't know. I don't know, I just... No thanks, I'd rather the desert than freaking lose limbs in Antarctica. Because, like, who knows? Too much cold. That just seems crazy. She's got a cute little heart patch. I know it's on the wrong side, but hey, who cares, you know? It's not that important. I can't wait to finish this drawing. I'm really excited. Really so excited. They're beautiful. You would never hurt a fly. You just have weird fears with overthinking, and your anxiety goes, nope, get away. That makes sense, that makes sense. You think because when you were younger, a clown just stared at you and you were like, no thank you ever since. Oh no, that's awful. Yeah, did not give you a good first impression. Exactly. I can understand that. So you feel a little, I guess you haven't seen the movie It. Are you into horror movies at all? Because that's got a clown in, and that's a pretty freaky clown as well. Like, he's not one you want to be friends with. Not really. Let's see if we can draw the little things on her skirt. So she's got a little teddy bear with a cute little nose. Alex, thank you so much for that sub. Really appreciate that. 6 months in a row. Yeah, one of my longest subs. How time flies. I know, right? Thank you so much, Alex, for the support. Really appreciate that. As a kid, you were scared of all that Santa Clauses in a new year walking in the streets. Because our dead Mars is striking with his heavy stuff, and you accidentally got hit by it when you were 4 or 5 years old. Oh no! That's horrible! No! You hate the cold, so you prefer the desert because at least it's warm half the day. Me too, Absinthe, me too. How have you been, Alex? How have you been? Do tell. I feel like it makes sense to like put another pom-pom in the back, so I'm just gonna like take a little bit of pink and put another one there because I don't know what I was planning. Don't ask me what I was planning originally. Sometimes I just forget, you know? And that's okay. We don't gotta remember everything. But now she's got 2, so that works out perfectly. So Christina, I'm good. How are you? So she's got cute little teeth on her bag as well. She's really invested in this whole monster hunting thing. Nightmare hunting thing, I should say. And I feel like she's doing a pretty good job at it. You're good. Just stopping by to check out my beautiful artwork. Thank you, Sergo. Thank you. You're gonna just put it out there, what you fear. Oceans, sea creatures, clowns to a degree. Why does chat always do that to me whenever I'm reading? Now I don't know where I was and it just goes so far up. Oh, spiders, bugs, and space. Good. You're 1,000% for space, as in planets. But man, is it scary? Like, what scares about like what scares you about it? Is it just like that knowing that it's so huge and you can get lost real easily, and running out of oxygen, or what side of that scares you? You're doing good, just stopping by to check out my beautiful artwork. Sergey, thank you so much. This music went from whimsical to creepy. It really does. It sort of flips between songs, which I feel is very fitting of my artwork as well. You know, part whimsy, part creepy. It's got a bit of everything. You're also afraid of space. You'd never want to go there. While you'd love to see other planets, the idea of being in space is unsettling to you. Me too. Yeah, I feel like there's too much risk involved to like maybe not come back to Earth, and I don't know. I don't think that I would risk it, you know. The whole space is actually a huge nuclear warning material. You left off where you typed just now, right now. You think space is terrifying because it's the unknown it's quiet and it's huge, and yes, you can get lost. Did you even say hello, alien frog? I feel like you just snuck in, crept upon all of us, and that's it. You were rude enough to not even say hello. But yeah, I think that's very true, Queen Lady. Space is huge, and yeah, just like not knowing, you know, if as soon as your equipment fails you, you're basically dead. You can take us to space easy. Well, I'm sure you have that spaceship in your garage, and yeah, we'd all love to have a ride. You just need a payment in pizza and hello. Thought you used all the pizza to create those cures of yours. You know, for all the stupidity in the world and for like all the diseases and stuff. I feel like you used it all up. I don't think you've got any more. I feel like you're bluffing. So I feel like tomorrow, I'm probably gonna finish up the rest of this painting tomorrow, and I think then I will also start the prompt for ice for Cody Shibi's challenge. Really wanted to take part in another one of his creep shows, but I just had so little time of late, so I think I just gotta make time tomorrow, you know? If I have spare time after finishing this painting tomorrow, I can do that. That'll be fun. How many of you guys here are taking part in Cody Shibi's Creep Show Challenge? If you don't know what it is, he runs a prompt list every 2 weeks, and there's a new prompt, and everybody can basically join in and has to draw something based on that prompt, which is pretty cool. So the one for that we're currently doing is ice. So we have to draw cold things, which I feel like I'll be able to relate to very well because it's so cold right now. You'll give us all the pizza. You never imagine, and more if you take us up there. Well, exactly. I agree, Dope. I agree. My chat has lagged up again, guys. I am so sorry. You do love space, though. At the same time, it's incredible. But you also maybe kind of are scared of the dark sometimes. Used to only be when you were younger, but you lost some of your vision since you have some missing. You see like figures and spots more in the dark, and it spooks you sometimes. But the reason I think the reason we're scared of the dark is because anything can like creep up to us and come and attack us. Whereas if you're if you're not if you're in space, there's nothing out there, right? Like there's no danger other than like maybe rocks or things bumping into you. So it's not like there's deep sea animals that can come and eat you. So I feel like maybe you won't be scared of that. I don't know what the camera's doing right now. It's a bit strange. Della Raffi, thank you so much for the follow. Please introduce yourself if you like. This little blue rock we live on is by far the only place that we can be safe, and that's only half true. I know. Lapanu, hello, how are you doing? You do like going on space-related rabbit holes. Always end up watching stuff on the black holes. I can imagine. Sounds like a great way to spend your time. It definitely can be scary, it's incredible, and you think we should know about space, but not to the point where it's more of a risk than a trip to see how beautiful it is. Exactly. And we've got so much to discover, like in our own oceans anyways. True, sadly we're on the best way that we need to leave in the not so distant future. Black holes are so scary, but so cool. I know. Whereabouts are you from, Dilarafi? You don't know that for sure though. UFOs are real at the very best. I agree, little queen lady. Like, who are we to say the aliens aren't real when they feel the same about us? We are scared of the dark not just because it's dark, but what might be in there. It's an evolutionary response. Well, exactly, like, we don't fear the dark itself, we fear what we can't see. You know, we've lost one of our senses that protects us, and so we feel more vulnerable because of it. You gotta deal with the radiation the sun gives off though. Oh dear. Well hey, I play Fallout so I know how to get rid of radiation, you know? It's not a big deal to me. You're from Malaysia, starting to love watching others painting and start to try it yourself. That's amazing! I'm so glad you're getting started on, your artistic journey. SWX, thank you so much for that follow. Please introduce yourself as well. Thanks for all the newcomers joining up. Guys, I am just working on, we've done a lot of work on it today actually. I'm working on a little nightmare huntress, and basically she goes out trying to find nightmares, and what she does is tames them and makes them into her own pets. So these two are still in phasing mode, which is why their eyes are white. I'll show you guys up close. So this little guy's eye is still pretty white, as is this one. And these two up the top have been tamed already. So they're looking a lot less aggressive, a lot cuter. They're not phasing anymore. Yeah. I drew this one a couple of Drawloween ago, and it was for the Drawloween challenge prompt. But yeah, decided to paint it today. So what are you interested in painting, Dilarafi? Space is the most hostile environment you could expose us to. Humans just don't belong there. Still, you love the idea of space travel and find it super interesting, just wouldn't want to go there yourself. I agree, Absinthe, I agree. You know, very happy there are people who are interested in going. May you know what we call my art type is, like this type, unique as it seems to. I do this type a lot watching my Insta right now. The type of painting is watercolor. So basically, this is my watercolor set that I've got. And the style of art is called pop surrealism. So pop surrealism is basically it's hard to explain. It's a bit of a mix between like childlike art versus, but like with more mature concepts as well. So often they feature a lot of little children, but the concepts, they always have really deep concepts to them. Did I see the whole reports coming out about UFOs? You mean you already knew they were real, but it's huge for the governments to admit it. Really? Did they? How are you doing, SWX? Gotta take some Radix into space. Exactly. And that'll be fine, right? You think space itself is kind of like a medium, if that makes sense. No one really fits in there, but if you add a ship to it, then you can be there. You were disappointed that Pentagon report. There was nothing new in there. Could have written this yourself. What? Why are they suddenly believing in aliens? You never painted before. Watching people draw soothes you, and lately you started drawing more scenery, nature. You do it in VR actually, and you love it. That is awesome, Dilarafi. That is awesome. If you'd like to, you can post some of your art in our Discord channel. I just dropped the link in chat. So yeah, feel free to join our Discord channel and follow. And also, thank you so much for following on YouTube. I really appreciate that because I'm currently trying to grow my YouTube. And yeah, that's really kind of you. I'm using the best. Well, Absinthe, you can't really speak because you're now a sort of an affiliate with Schminky, right? But I agree, I do agree. I am using Schminky and I love it and I wouldn't switch to anything else. 100%, but at the same time, it's more that they've ever done. You think you heard it was made by like 2 people and they made them do it like after their main workday with a low security clearance, which is so dumb. You'd like to go in one of those deep sea ships and see all the cool deep water fish. I would too, but I think it's really freaky being in those, you know, with all the pressure of the water and like, what if something goes wrong and you're drowning and I don't know. I'd rather not go down like that, you know? You just got here and you love this. Oh, Kavasok, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. I'm really pleased with this piece as well. I'm really trying to push into this direction of artwork with a lot of my pieces moving forwards as well, so hopefully we can keep doing that. You'd classify pop surrealism as spooky cute art with a beautiful undertone. Exactly, thank you, Bleeloo. That's a great way to put it. Outfit kind of looks like Annie's from League of Legends. I've not seen her. Let me have a look what she looks like. Annie from League of Legends. I don't play League of Legends. I don't like it very much. Oh, she's really cute. She really is. I like her. I think if I did play League of Legends, I would probably play as her. Because yeah, she looks really cute. I love her teddy bear. Really do. The USA released a short document basically confirming you can DM me some stuff after if I like. You heard someone found Australian report that's more in depth too. Can you post it on Discord? Will do, will do. Yeah, do please share that on Discord. I'm really interested now. You can still have your opinions. Well, are we gonna regard them as opinions? That's the question. You love my shirt. Thank you, Sparrowcow. Thank you. The report makes no mention of extraterrestrial life and never even implies that any of the reported UAP could be of extraterrestrial origin. That doesn't mean the task force has ruled out that possibility, however. Well, I'm curious to see what sparked them to go in this direction. Look at some of those Air Force videos. How specialists in air can travel and still say it might be the birds is beyond you. Well, the problem is, Absinthe, these days, you can Photoshop anything. You can Photoshop videos. People can, you can't believe what you see anymore. You can't believe the sources of what you see anymore. So that's the thing, how can you believe it? Governments ain't gonna say aliens until they gotta. Well, exactly. I mean, we all know they're out there, right? We all know they're out there. But yeah, I feel like I've done a good portion today. I'm gonna finish the rest of her up tomorrow, and I need to finish off I need to think of what I want to do for my ice prompt. Because I'm gonna have to draw something based on ice tomorrow. Because I don't think I have another watercolor painting to do. I really would like to. Maybe we can start a watercolor painting, but I may have a later start to my stream tomorrow. So we'll see. If I come up with a good idea, I'll start a new sketch. Absinthe, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Alamar. Thank you so much. Alamar was sweet enough to give us a shout out tomorrow and suggest raiding us. Before yesterday. Even though it didn't happen, I really appreciated that. Alright, so we raided Cozy Art. Hang on, this is old. Let me have a look. I really need to get around to finding, some new artists that we can follow and raid. So Mijuki is working on some watercolor stuff. That's pretty cool. Chloe is also working on some stuff. That looks really cool. We can raid something pretty. She's working on a dragon. I'm just looking at traditional artists because I only really raid traditional artists. If you guys have suggestions, let me know. Meeting Cozy was awesome. Thank you for the raid of him the other day. You're very, very welcome. You shared your first 2 art in the Discord. Never had any basic or knowledge, but the journey is fun to start with. Well, I will have a look after the stream, Rafi. No, Alamar didn't raid me. Alamar suggested we raid. They raid me. Is it okay if you post a Reddit link for the UFO stuff? Yeah, no, Reddit's fine. Yeah, totally, go for it. Well, there's another artist that we haven't seen before, but that's Spanish. That would have been a great place to go. I'm so sad. And that's German. You guys are all English speaking, so, well, most of you guys. So I'd like to send us all somewhere that, is more English speaking. So I feel like it's either going to be Mijuki or Freakmeister. Because we've raided something pretty and Chloe fairly recently. How about we raid, what do you guys feel like? Looking at painting a watercolor girl or an oil painting of a cat? What do you guys reckon? There's another raid message as well, Dover. So the other one now is raid 2. So if you guys want to copy either one of those messages once we raid, that would be awesome. You love cats, Cat? So it's either Freakmeister or Mijuki. So we're either going to watch a girl being painted in watercolor or we're gonna watch a cat being painted in oils. What do you guys prefer? Put in your votes now and you guys can choose which one I raid. Let me know. So far we've got one vote in for cats. You love women and cats? Oh dear. Oh dear. Bring us the breezy. What does that mean? No worries, Absinthe. No worries. Happy you could catch me. Doesn't happen often. Same for me. I barely get your stream. Alright, I got enough. I'm hearing enough cats. We're gonna go look at the cats. Okay, we got two votes for cats though. So cats are being voted out. No worries, little queen lady. Thanks again for your sub. Thanks to everyone for your subs. And by the way, I have started a new thing where if you want to pledge to me on Patreon, you can get to choose one thing that I will draw, and it will be a big community drawing. So I'm going to get a blank piece of paper, and every one of you who pledged to my Patreon account gets to add a character to that drawing. So by the end of it, all of us will have worked on, added one creature or character to that drawing. Every month, you get to add a new character. So if you'd like to follow me on Patreon and pledge to me on Patreon, you're welcome to join me on that as well. So currently it's mods and patrons get to take part. So totally up to you guys. I'm gonna really rely on my mods for some cool prompts. So we'll start that probably middle of this month, so probably around end of the month I'll do that stream where we'll do the community art drawing. So yeah. But for now, let us raid. Hang on. So again, guys, if you wanted to type that message, copy and paste that, and when we head over to Freakmeister, and you guys can type that in, that would be awesome. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming same time again tomorrow, so if you guys are interested in seeing the rest of this painting being finished, and probably a new sketch being started, join me again tomorrow. Until then, I will see you guys later. Let us just see if this raid actually works. Hello, Saitama! Hello! That's okay, you can catch me tomorrow. But yeah, if you guys want to follow, do so now. We're just about to raid. See you guys!